And this is where it's talking about the...
This is Echo 7. Should we investigate? Negative. I'll dispatch a search team.
Alright, so for this guy... Oh, it's so good. Oh, and he heard me. He saw me. So I had to be really careful. I had to be really... Okay, so that right there is another thing. On this weapon, the SMG, if you're crouching and aiming down sights, there is a half-second delay between your mouse click and the actual firing of the gun. So when you're crouching with it, you should not aim down sights. It's not really necessary because the crouching increases your accuracy so much that the accuracy you gain from aiming doesn't really help. But it's very annoying because I will aim down sights when I'm standing up and then crouch, and I'll forget to stop aiming down sights. I have not played a mod that changes this. It's very annoying. Another annoying thing about this game when playing on modern hardware, oh my god. Whew. So, the other thing I added to it, which is not a mod, it's a necessity, I added the DirectInput Fix, which, when you're using modern, mice and keyboards, you end up with insane, FPS drop because of how the game reads mouse and keyboard input. And so without the DirectInput Fix, you're gonna get major slowdown for no reason. So I have that. Another thing you need to do is disable hardware sound in the config file, because if you don't do that, that delay I'm talking about happens all of the time, no matter what. Don't ask me why. I don't even know if that's a thing on all versions of Windows. All I know is that it's a thing on Windows 10. So you have to disable hardware sound in order to not get the mouse input delay for firing. However, even with hardware sound disabled, you still get the delay for this. It's a full half-second delay. It's very annoying. I would have changed that. I don't know if that's intentional or not. I wouldn't be surprised if it was intentional just because of how powerful the submachine gun is, especially in the early game, because of its high fire rate, and if you're really accurate with it, it can kill people pretty quickly if you're close enough. Love it. Gotta love it. All right, this is what I'm talking about, how certain guns are incompatible with this and it blocks your flashlight. But at the same time, you know, like I said, you're not realistically, you're not going to be using the flashlight in situations that often where you're also aiming down your sights. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I like it. It adds a ton of immersion and realism to the game that I really, really helps push it over the edge, especially with how dated the graphics are. So yeah, no, this fucking game looks. Look at this! Look at how great this looks! Oh my god! It's so good. I'm surprised. Am I playing on the correct difficulty? Hold on a second. I just wanna... Yeah, okay. Because I'm honestly surprised that I haven't gotten shot yet. I am playing extremely well. Of course, now that I say that, I'm gonna start fucking dying. Let's go ahead and use this. Alright. So... what's it called? There are certain stealth mechanics in this game. One of the more annoying ones is how much more damage you do in stealth. The reason why I find it annoying is not necessarily because I think it's a bad thing. It's just you do so much more damage in stealth compared to the damage you do normally, that before I knew that that was actually a thing, because the game doesn't tell you, as far as I'm aware. Of course, I don't really read. I also don't have access to the manual. What's it called? It makes it feel super inconsistent with the damages. And my biggest pet peeve with first-person shooters is damage inconsistency. And so it was very annoying to play this game for a while. what's it called? Just because I felt like, oh my god, why aren't I doing damage? Why is my damage so bad sometimes and so good other times? And I just didn't realize it's because I was stealth killing. 'Cause I didn't think it was a thing. Okay. We're doing good. What's it called? There's no auto heal in this game. You have these med packs. You can hold 10 of them total. And you can heal at any time. And you heal instantly as well. I just haven't really needed to use them.
You have one new message. Yeah, this is Chet in accounting. Nobody seems to know what's going on, but we've been hearing a lot of loud noises. Have you guys heard anything over there? End of messages.
I feel a sneeze coming on. And it won't go. Damn it. I hate that. I hate it so much. So here's a fun thing you can do. See, it's fun. It's fun to just like immerse yourself in roleplay like that. And that's why I think you should always be able to holster your weapon. In any first-person shooter. You do not have to drag it up like that. Ooh, although it would have been cool. It would have been cool if you did. Like, look at that. So technically, I was in stealth there, even though they were shooting at me already. And so they died instantly. This is what I mean by, like, there's some major damage inconsistency, because you're gonna see some other times where I'm gonna be just emptying magazines into people and they're just not gonna fucking die. There's also because there is damage inconsistency with distance. You do less damage the farther away you are, and I hate that shit for every weapon other than shotguns. I really don't like that. Oh, right, I can't climb through these windows. That's right. It is what it is. It's just a quirk of this game and a few other games that I just, like I said, something I just don't like.
Find him.
It is so fun to use two pistols. Oh my god. And that's another thing about, like, you know, you can still, that's nice about not a dedicated aim down sights, is that you can still have the aim with the two guns, because that's something that's pretty cool. What's it called? It is so fun. Oh my god. But you saw that I killed that guy instantly, but these guys survived. Now I did shoot them a bunch in the feet, and if you notice, did you guys notice that he fucking flanked me? They fucking flanked me. This door is closed, by the way, normally. And you can close it again. And it's telling me about slow-mo there. So now I get to use the slow-mo feature, which this game is also famous for. In fact, let's quick save. Quick save. Just to be safe. So I'm about to face a lot of people. So in slow-mo, you do slightly more damage. You also move slightly faster, and I think the enemies either do less damage or they miss more. So slow-mo is fun. I mean, look at this. And the physics gets messed with in slow-mo. It is very, very powerful. Now, I'm probably not going to be using it very often. Oh, he died instantly. Oh, fuck. See, they flank you! Isn't that... Oh, so fucking good. Jesus fucking Christ. So, yeah, the AI in this game is great on extreme difficulty. Now, what's it called? A lot of people make the mistake of thinking, like, it's all the AI doing the thing, but it's less that the AI is super advanced and more that the AI is super curated for the maps that they're on. The pathing for the AI is the complicated part. They have a bunch of different places that they can go. They also have a bunch of different things that they can say depending on certain, you know, conditions that are met. And because the maps are so intricate, the AI has a ton of different paths that they can choose to move around. And they're given a ton of freedom to do so by the game. Oh. My. So here's an example of like, because there are parts of this area that are kind of dark for me, right? And I want my flashlight on, but then it would have run out by now, and I would have had to wait and turn it back on again. It's just annoying. Timed flashlights do nothing other than just make the player wait. I really hate them. So that's why I get rid of it, and I don't view that as cheating. I don't really think the flashlight helps in any way, other than I'm just able to see better in the corners, especially in this game. Because like I said, most of the encounters you want your flashlight off, because guess what? The enemy will react to your flashlight, which is pretty fucking amazing. Yeah, you kind of want to back up. If you don't fucking run at this part, you fucking die. It's actually pretty funny. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, this game, dude. This fucking game. So fucking good. And I'm making some progress. Hannibal 3 spy satellite is back online. One Fear combat operative has been found alive. Remaining operative is still missing, but life signs are stable. Paxton Fettle's tracking signal has been detected in the area. SFOD reinforcements are en route to assist in primary mission. Remaining Fear combat operative will attempt to locate and neutralize Fettle. Fear technical officer and SFOD escort will continue search for missing Fear operative. Because remember, we're looking for Jankowski.
He's alive.
Should I call in a medevac?
He doesn't appear to be injured, although I don't know how he survived.
Worry about that later.
It's because I'm built tough, baby.
We gotta take that fucker out, fast. Jet, keep looking for Jankowski.
Gloves are so fucking cool.
You can't send him in alone, that's crazy.
He can take care of himself. Now move.
I'm built different. I can take care of myself. My middle name is Careful. Don't worry. I've got this. You will see me running the SMG and assault rifle a lot. We haven't gotten to my favorite loadout yet, but we will soon, and that's the loadout that I'm gonna run for most of the game. Oh boy.
My people are right in the middle of it. I hear you. I wish I was calling the shots. Is it the same bad guys? Looks that way. I'm a little short on detail. I guess this ain't.
So that was crouch jumping. There really isn't a necessity for crouch jumping in this game. I just like climbing over things. I wish more first-person shooters had mounting as a thing in parkour, like soft parkour mechanics, so that I can do that. Because it's fun. It's fun. Could have sworn I turned on anti-aliasing. I'll double check. Oh man, anti-aliasing. I wish it wasn't so difficult. We've had anti-aliasing before. I had to double check to see if I've got it turned on in my settings. Alrighty. Much of the background in the game is taking place on these phone messages.
I can't get through to anybody. Call me back.
Yep. Some basic puzzles. What are these? Can somebody please tell me what these are? Because I played so many video games with these things, and I don't know what their point is, and I'm pretty sure... Is there a fucking upgrade down there? I'm gonna see. What is this? What is this fucking thing? Okay? There's so many games I've played with these fucking things. Game developers just love putting these things in their games, and I don't know why, because I don't know what they are. Somebody help me, please. Okay? Please. Comment below. Tell me what the fucking thing is. That I have to turn the bridge. The fact that I've done this puzzle in multiple games, this exact same puzzle in multiple games, is baffling to me. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Of course, I've never worked in an industrial area before in my life, so maybe it's a common thing there. I don't fucking know. That's why I need you guys to tell me. Look at how good the fucking dynamic flashlight looks. The ladder! Oh! Oh, the lighting in this game is so good. That's why on the frickin' goddamn thumbnail, I spent so much time trying to get the lighting in the thumbnail right, way more than I normally do. Ooh, creepy. So despite this game being called Fear, it's not really a horror game. There are parts like that are creepy, but it's not really a horror game. It is definitely much more just an action game with horror elements. You know, more Resident Evil 6 than Resident Evil 7, if you know what I mean. Resident Evil, by the way, a franchise that I'm also thinking of playing on the channel. I think it would be fun. Especially since I have some friends who are obsessed with Resident Evil and will be able to tell me all the gobbledygooks and the didgeridoos about it. So the assault rifle is my longest range weapon right now. And when I say that your damage decreases over distances, I mean it. Distances that are like just a hallway's length will drastically decrease your damage if they know that you're there. So that, I find that insanely annoying. Insanely annoying. Especially when dealing with enemies that are this difficult. Now, to be fair, on extreme difficulty, on extreme difficulty, not only are the enemies the smartest, they also do the most damage. However, they have the exact same damage debuffs that you do. They do less damage when they're on screen, and you know that they're there when you're seeing them, and they also do less damage at greater distances, which is pretty cool. I really like it when the hardest difficulty in the game is that the enemies do just as much damage to you as you do to them. It feels fair. I don't think the hardest difficulty is unfair. I have other problems with how difficulty is handled in this game, but that's not it. That's not it. In fact, my biggest problem with how difficulty is handled is that there is no easier difficulty that also has the AI at full capacity in terms of its strategies and intelligence, which I find incredibly frustrating, because my biggest problem with playing other first-person shooters is just kind of how dumb the AI feel. I don't necessarily want them to be harder, but I want them to be smarter. And my idea, because I don't always want to play a video game for a challenge. Sometimes I want to play a video game and relax. But I still don't want to feel like I'm facing bots. I want to feel like I'm facing enemies. And so I would love to have a difficulty on this game where the AI is operating at full capacity, but they don't do the extra damage and they still have the lower health. You know, that would be my ultimate power fantasy of being able to easily dispatch an intelligent enemy. And on the hardest difficulty, where I have that intelligent enemy, I can't easily dispatch them, because guess what? You see my armor down in the bottom left corner? The enemy has that as well. Especially later, And it is very difficult to keep your armor up in this game. Very, very difficult. And so it is incredibly rare that I'm going to have high health. See, they react! They react! Do you know how many games I've played where I just throw a grenade and the enemy just fucking hangs out? But now I can actually use the grenades as a strategy because they will run away from the grenades! It's so good. They will find alternative paths. Their pathing is still not like only thing I know is that if I throw a grenade, they're going to run away. I have no idea where they're going to run. I cannot predict that because they're I don't know how the hierarchy system for their pathing works, but it's incredibly good. It's so good. It's so fucking good.